to leave me alone.
Here comes the doggy.
This video is for men only.
Guys, I just want to say very quickly, and maybe it's controversial, but bye, Molly.
This is gonna be an epic video.
Here we go again. Another fragrance reviewer set out.
Children of Fragcom, I have an announcement. These guys have nothing to do with me or my shit content. Killer Frags has far superior editing. My real name is...
Babe.
What do you want now?
The intercom is ringing.
And?
Can you answer it, please?
I have to do fucking everything in this house.
Stop being a knobhead and answer it.
Do you want me to wipe your ass for you while I'm at it?
What did you just fucking say to me?
Nothing, darling. Bloody women. Jesus, what is that awful smell?
Hello, my handsome and sexy dirty bastards.
Get fucked, you curly cunt. Oh my fucking god.
We are the Cannoli Mafia. Fuck the Mafia.
In my 10-year fragrance journey, fucking hell, Jesus Christ. In my 10-year fragrance journey, one of my favourite fragrances of all time is Dior Sauvage Eau de Parfum. God, there's something so amazing about this fragrance, be it this fresh, metallic barbershop fougere. It's a true epitome of a classic man's fragrance with this modern and elegant twist. Hold on, am I being too pretentious? I feel like I'm alienating my audience with this sort of unnatural, superfluous way of explaining things. Oh my God, I'm doing it again. The original version of Dior Sauvage is like this fresh, clean, almost white musky deodorant smell, shower gel smell. Whereas EDP takes that and adds this sort of next level spicy accord. And when you smell it on someone else, it's like, holy shit. It sort of mixes with their pheromones and like their natural musk. Yes, it might be too boring for you connoisseurs out there, okay? On your ivory bloody towers, right? Looking down at me, wearing this generic, mainstream Sauvage shit, right? But I don't care. I don't care what Smells Bell says on Fragrantica either. Who even is that? Do you know what I mean? The Parfum version is nice. It's very toned down, way more smooth, and it has a more resinous quality with a subtle orange sort of intro with like an ambery sort of warm woody feeling to it. I actually had a bottle of it and I sold it because I wasn't reaching for it, and the smell is good, don't get me wrong. That sandalwood note is very good. Like, I couldn't connect to the fragrance as much as I did with the EDP or the EDT, so I sprayed the Parfum version on my friend to test the longevity and projection, and it's pretty decent, okay? It's quite strong, but it's not beast mode, and whenever I smelt it on him, I wasn't like, oh my God, that's amazing. I was like, yeah, that's Dior Sauvage Parfum. I was like, who cares, like? So, Dior Sauvage ELIXIR. It's great. The ELIXIR smells way different to every other fragrance in the Sauvage line. The Sauvage DNA is in there, kind of, like it's buried. The opening of this one, I find, is like a cinnamon and vanilla scented candle. It's very dense, waxy, and slightly sweet, with this sort of herbal, medicinal lavender vibe in the background. It's very, very nice. Like, I haven't heard much people say it's sweet, but to me it is quite sweet. It's a bit soapy, slightly woody, and it does have that licorice / anise vibe in the background of this one. As it dries down, it gets more intense and a tiny bit sweeter and more spicy, as it all mashes together into a intoxicating, refined, smooth elixir. It's like Christmas, but in the 1980s. So imagine, it's 1982. A man is sitting down by the fireplace. He has a mustache, of course, it's 1980s. On the mantelpiece of that fireplace, there's a cinnamon and vanilla candle. that has just gone out. So you're getting the smoke from the vanilla and cinnamon scented candle. And then the man, right, opens up a present. He's excited. It's Christmas. He opens it up. And what does he find? The new Drakkar Noir, just released. He's excited. He sprays it on liberally. At that moment, his wife comes in from the garden, right? She walks in with a bouquet of lavender she just picked. And then the scent from that vanilla and cinnamon scented candle, the smoke from that blows through the Drakkar Noir from the man, then wafts into the wife's face through the lavender. Now that's what this smells like. Kind of. Not really. It has a vintage old school barbershop vibe with that prominent lavender note, but with a modern elegance thrown in. It doesn't smell dated, just very classy and mature. I can imagine a very well-dressed man in his 40s, late 30s, wearing a really nice wristwatch, like, them watches people have nowadays. What are they called? What's the name? G-Shocks, something like that. I can see the comparisons to Drakkar Noir, but I find Drakkar Noir to be more fresh, soapy, and mossy, whereas Sauvage is more resinous, sweet, spicy. Not as citrusy as Drakkar Noir, especially in the opening. It's not really like, invigorating, fresh, summer citrus fragrance. With like... If the original Sauvage is like a daily, everyday sort of wear, I find Elixir to be a sort of dressed up, special occasions, night out sort of fragrance. I can understand why the community will like Elixir more than the original Sauvage, because the original Sauvage is more like mainstream, generic, boring, if you can call it boring. Whereas Elixir is more exciting, rich, special, unique. The performance of this is amazing. Okay, absolutely outstanding. It's not like nuclear, deadly sort of level, but it is on the strong side. For £174 for 100ml bottle, that's something you want. It's a very, very nice fragrance, but it's more special occasion sort of type deal. When I was wearing it, I was like, oh God, this is very, very nice, but it feels out of place in like the supermarket. That's one of the main reasons I sold it. It's because I wasn't reaching for it as much as I should have, because I didn't find many situations to wear it. And I know it's not that sort of situational of a scent. I know some of you are going to be like, what the hell is this guy on about? You can wear what you want whenever you want. Stop being such a pussy. And he's bald. Number one, why are you being so mean to me? Okay. Number two, you try and wear Tuscan leather to your kid's birthday party while wearing a Metallica t-shirt. It's not that easy. I've tried. So after everything I've just said, I have come to a conclusion. I am part Chinese. Oh, sorry, that was just a spam email on my teleprompter. I have come up with the conclusion that Elixir is not better than Dior Sauvage Eau de Parfum. For legal reasons, I have to say, to me, Elixir is not better than Dior Sauvage Eau de Parfum. To me. Oi, easy cowboy. Before you click that dislike button, hear me out. Google defines better as more desirable, satisfactory, or effective. Well, if I compare my interpretation of Elixir to the Eau de Parfum version of Sauvage, I find it more satisfactory and more effective. Okay? That's just me. You don't have to agree with me. Our noses are different, and that's a good thing. That is a good thing that I don't agree with you. Maybe you do agree with me, or maybe I'm just talking out my arse. If you think about it, it's all bullshit, innit? Really. It's not politics we're talking about. It's not first world problems. It's bloody smells. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Maybe if I spent more time with Elixir, I'd fall in love with it more. I have spent quite a lot of time with it. I've owned it for about 2-3 months, okay? I know that's not a long time in the grand scheme of things when it comes to fragrances, but it doesn't have the nostalgic thing that I have with the Eau de Parfum version. Because with Sauvage Eau de Parfum, I find when I wear it, it brings me back to like these memories, like good times. It's very nostalgic. Now, if I spent as much time as I have with the Eau de Parfum version with Elixir, then who knows, I might love that more. Take Your Poem, for example. Yes, some people might find it sweet and repulsive. It takes me back to good times because it was one of the first fragrances I ever bought. And every time I smell it, I fall in love again. Every fragrance you smell, you might not like at first, or you might think it's not that good, or it's just okay. If you wore that on your wedding day, I guarantee in about 5 years' time, you smell that fragrance again, and it'll transport you back. I had the same experience with Alien Man. At first, I wasn't really a fan, but now every time I smell that fragrance, I've never had that much of a nostalgic flashback with any other fragrance than Alien Man by Thierry Mugler, or Mugler now, I think they're called. I think he changed his name. Whatever. Does Elixir smell good? To me, yes. Does Elixir smell better than Sauvage Eau de Parfum? To me, no. They're almost equal, but Sauvage Eau de Parfum is slightly above it. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. Until next time, have a good one.